Hi, everyone. I'm Ronnie Rowe, Ronnie Rowe Designs, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you back again this week for another one of my little videos that I'm putting out, trying to show you some of my new designs out and how I came up with them, stitch count, exactly everything that went into making the design. I like to thank, first of all, each and every one of you for your kind comments you've been giving to these videos. It really means a lot, and I really appreciate it a whole lot. So anyway, keep them coming, good or bad. So if you like it or if you don't like it, or any suggestions you might have with these videos would be greatly appreciated. Um, okay, this week we are featuring a design I call Mystic Harbor. And this is a scene done on 18 count white, which as you probably already know, I do most of my designs on 18 count white. And this is a design that doesn't have a lot of stitching in it. All the white you see is the material. But really, what inspired me with this was a trip that I took several years ago. My son was living up in New Jersey, and my wife and I, after paying him a visit, decided we wanted to go to Newport, Rhode Island, because we'd heard a lot about Newport, and spent 4 or 5 days there, 4 days or so in Newport, touring around the waterfront and obviously the old buildings, the old mansions they have at Newport. And so that's really our final destination. But on the way up to Newport, I went by Mystic Harbor in Connecticut, I think it is. And I went and toured around there and looked all around the waterfront and was just blown away by the beauty of the whole place, the small boats, the quaint seaside town, if you will, and really liked that a whole lot. So I decided I'm going to do something with Mystic Harbor, and that's been in the back of my mind for some time before I actually sit down at the drawing board or sit down and really started this. So anyway, this is reflecting somewhat of what I saw, pictures that I've taken, and a combination of pictures put together where I had a little island with some trees out, with reflection in the water, going out into the bay, if you will, into the harbor itself, and tried to illustrate some ducks on the right-hand side of the design, and also the boat sitting there, this old work boat. I don't know if you could call it a clam boat or a crab boat or oyster boat or whatever kind of, but obviously it's a working boat on a harbor. And I just found that interesting. It was kind of solitude. It was kind of late in the evening. I wanted to do this, make the sun set on the trees with the reflection in the water. And it's something that really kind of caught my eye and I was interested in. And once I got working and laying it all out, I thought, well, it may be a pretty good cross stitch design. It would make for a really pretty picture. I've always been fascinated with the water and life on the water and the people that go out. Um, on a little personal thing, my father was a commercial fisherman for years and years. Before I was born, he was the captain of what they call a trawl boat that went out and caught fish and other marine life, shrimp, lobster, all of that kind of stuff. And we used to spend a lot of time up in Gloucester, Massachusetts, when I was real young. I don't remember a lot about it, where he used to fish off of the Georgian banks up there. And so I really like that seaside area, the uh, working people of the bay, if you will, and being around that sort of thing. I don't live too far. As a matter of fact, I'm right on the Chesapeake Bay myself, where I live and really grew up and done a lot of fishing, crabbing, oystering, clamming all along the bay. So when I started doing pictures of boats, and some you'll see in the future videos of my new designs, these are really scenes that transpired from me going there and taking a look at these areas. Some of the ones you're going to see in the near future are actually a place that I go regularly right now, where we do a lot of crabbing right now. It's called Back River, right off the Chesapeake Bay. And so a lot of the scenes and a lot of not necessarily the boat, but the scenes with the water, the sun, or whatever reflections are ones that I've taken pictures of over the years and managed to put those into cross stitch. But anyway, this week's design is called Mystic Harbor, and it is out on my SD site for anyone who's interested in that. Easy stitching, still just one stitch, no half stitching, back stitching on this. It's just straight stitching. And I like the colors of this, and they kind of seem like to me they go together. Again, I framed this in a silver frame with some blue and white mat board, which I thought looked very well at the time. Questions this week that I've had from people. Obviously, people want to know when I'm going to do more black and whites. Well, it's something I will be doing, hopefully. Right now, I'm kind of taking somewhat of a small break and want to feature these designs, and got to come up with a new concept, a new series. Speaking of series, I've always done multiple things together in what I call a series, whether or not it was the original Williamsburg series of all colonial Williamsburg buildings. Then I got into the black and white series, and then I did another series later on with musical instruments, which I'll be featuring in weeks to come. But all of these things, series, I'm trying to come up with something. So again, if you have any ideas out there that you think would be great in cross stitch and something that you would like to see, give me a holler. Let me know what you think. I'll be happy to take a look at anything anybody has any suggestions you might have. I mean, any suggestions you might have with the way I'm doing my designs or the video. I mean, I'm really new to this video. And so if you got anything that you'd like to talk about or say, me to tell you about, be more than happy to do that. But anyway, Mystic Harbor this week. I think you'll like it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a big design, but it's not much stitching. Again, all the white in there is the material you see behind me. And it's something to look nice in a den or something on the water, the East Coast on the water. So, but anyway, that's about it from this week. Any suggestions, let me know. And hope each and every one of you have a great week, a safe week. Keep stitching. Come back. Please come back to my video. And we'll keep this thing going as long as possible. So anyway, thanking each and every one of you for all your kind support. Thank you and have a great week. Bye-bye.